Okay, it's question and answer time. Who's got a question? Yes.
Is there anything you should do after the show, like in complimenting the venue itself or anything like that?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things for you to do after the show, but overall, there's a thing called club etiquette, especially nightclub etiquette. Things that you should probably do automatically anyway. Okay, like when Gayla's going to a gig and I'm with her, we're traveling from LA to like San Jose, you know, and just got in the car, send a text, you know, or if you're coming in on a plane, just got off the plane, just got to, you know, about an hour out, and then when she gets to the hotel, I'm here, you know, and then she shows up to the club a half an hour early, or whatever the call time is, even earlier than the call time. Okay, that gets a club owner to trust you because they need to be able to completely rely upon you. Okay, because their livelihood is on the line. So those are good things to do. Then when you get to the club, check in with the manager, whoever it is. You check in with them. You go over and go, hey, I'm here. So they just know. And then don't leave. And if you're going to leave, tell them. You know, if you go, oh, I gotta go something, whatever it is at the store real quick, and Gayla's oftentimes on last, so there's an hour of show going to be going on while she, you know, goes and buys something real quick that's really important. You know, oh, I gotta go down here, right here to the CVS and buy blah, 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 and I'll be back in a few minutes, you know, and if there's any trouble, I'll call you. And, okay. Or they'll say, no, I don't want you to leave. But then they have the choice. That's the whole idea. There's a lot of staff to get to know. First of all, you know the club owner and the manager, you want them to like you and stuff and thank them. The big things are like, not necessarily the bouncers, but the door person. You want them to like you because, you know, also if there's somebody who, like a maitre d', sits everybody down, you want them to like you, so just in case your family's coming in, so you can go and say, hey, my family's coming in, you know, can you set them up near the front and save a section for me, and they'll do that. So those are the things. Okay, then there's the bartender. Bartender's big. Bartender interacts with everybody in the club. Okay, because they come to get a drink from him, and maybe et cetera, et cetera. And the bartender is in charge of the blender. He can blend that joke at between bits. Or he can do it right on the punchline. And I've seen them do it too. You sit there and wait, and the person, because of their funny, like no laugh for the comedian, because the comedian pissed them off. Okay? And there's a lot of ways you can piss them off. One, standing at the place where the wait persons come to get the drinks and standing there and chatting with the waitresses and the waiters. No, they're at work. You know, never date a waiter or a waitress. You know, it's the old, the old saying, don't shit where you eat. You know, that's kind of the thing. Dude, don't mess that up. Just don't mess that up. You want to thank all of them and let them know you appreciate you. And, if the bartender gives you a free drink or something, go thanks and leave it. I just even get a water from the bartender when I'm over here at the Improv. I'll drop $1. Just for $1, just for a drink of water even. Okay, we're going to give me a drink of water here. Well, it goes a long way because the club owners do, or the managers do, go to the bartenders who have to watch the show because they're going to be there the whole time. They have to watch the show and go, how'd they do? How's this person working out? Well, are they standing in the aisles all the time, blocking the waitresses and waiters from doing their jobs? I mean, it's crap like that can get you not to come back. Might not get you fired that week, but, don't come back. So, thanking those people, letting them know you appreciate it. Tip at this or that, tip the front door guy. Hey, thanks for letting, my family into the front. Give them $5. Do something. Let them know you appreciate them, etc. Now, to your point here now, after the show, I might go to all the comedians, go, hey, great working with you, that's pretty good. Go to the MC and say thanks, because sometimes they're in charge of more than you think that they are. At the end of your show, thank the club. Those are kind of things at the end. And one of the things that I think people really miss a lot is Go out to the lobby when people are leaving. My friends Penn and Teller. Penn is one of the best at it, and I talked to him about it because I've known him a long time. After their show at the Rio in Las Vegas, they both go out and stand in the lobby and will talk to everybody, sign everything, and very graciously give all the time. Sometimes it takes 45 minutes to an hour every single night after every single show. And I talked to Penn about it. He goes, well, those people are responsible for me having a job. Take care of those people. Okay, let them know you appreciate. Thanks, coming in, so on and so forth. Yeah, oh, I'll sign that. Yeah, that's really great. Oh yeah, I'll take a picture with you. Yeah, a lot of that, and that goes out on the internet and gives you some publicity as well. So, and then if you're really industrious, then you have little cards, little pieces of paper. People say, I want to see your next show. You give it to them with a golf pencil. And get their just get their email. You don't even have to get their name and email's okay, but at least their email. And you go home, put it into a database. And pretty soon you're gonna, after years, pretty soon you get a lot of these names on this database at home. So every time you're performing, just quickly type up what you're doing and send it out to that whole mailing list. And you're publicizing ourselves. Gayla. We had done that for a really long time. One time she was doing something in San Francisco and she sent it out to everybody. 5 people that had met her at another show one time showed up at that show. Okay? And it was a big audience, good audience anyway, but then they stuck around, talked to her, took pictures with her. Those are all the things that you want. You want people following you. That's the way you get a following, and that's the way you learn to get work. So that all the other some of the other things, at the end of your show, never trash the club and never trash the equipment. If the mic goes out or something like that, just put it aside, raise your voice and tell them to, there's all this club etiquette. People think it's cool to trash the club or trash the manager or trash the equipment. It's just a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Take care of that club. And all the people in it, they're giving you a job. And all the people who are in the club are giving you a job. And your job is to take care of them, not just to laugh on stage. There's all these little things you can do off stage that make it really easy for the club owner or manager to have you back again.